With the Sumosys 700, you'll literally have access to 20,000 classic video games.
Nani?
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Sonny, you kissed my wife. Baby, my heart's on fire.
Today we are reviewing a retro game device called the Sumosys. What is retro?
The gamers say we're retro, which I think means old but cool.
And seriously, there isn't anyone out there more retro than death. At the outset, I will say that there are several online outfits which are scrambling to sell devices like this. Their websites and their businesses seem to be unstable, with some closing down without warning, and most of them not having a working phone number. So be very careful how you shop for this device or anything like it. I would not use any online retailer which requires your credit card number. The ones that use PayPal will have fewer potential for crooked intrusion into your bank accounts. That said, this one was purchased through retrobox.com, and even that one has now mysteriously vanished. Free tip to you entrepreneurs. If you want to present yourselves as a legitimate business, get a stable website instead of making your customers play whack-a-mole trying to find you. It makes people wonder how legal you really are. Anywho, I managed to get one with a decent price, and it only took them 2 days to deliver it to my realm, so shady or not, I have one now and I'm keeping it. The box is solid enough, though the cardboard feels a bit cheap and is crimped in places, and the printing looks like they did it in-house. It pictures the system and the different kinds of controllers that you can order with it, as well as a medley of logos from a number of famous video game franchises to tantalize you. System specs are on the left panel, and a list of the included components is on the right panel, along with a number of social media icons showing where you won't be able to connect to the company directly because their website keeps appearing and disappearing. On the back, you will see the banner boasting thousands of games available, and a photo depicting how stupid people actually appear when they're playing video games. The back panel reads, "The ultimate retro gaming station will make you relive your childhood memories with thousands of the most popular titles from the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
But wait, there's more.
This gaming console also has several built-in arcade games that could only be played on coin slot machines back in the day." Well, let's open this puppy and give it a proper review. Inside the box you will find the game unit itself, a tiny affair, which only weighs about half a pound, and only about 3 by 4 inches. It is slathered with stickers on the front and top and back and sides, which give it the appearance of an old-timey Nintendo system, but they are just cosmetic. On it you will see various ports for plugging in devices, including the HDMI ports, headphone sets, USB ports, and an internet plug-in. Also included is an HDMI cable about 2 feet long, the AC adapter with on and off switch. It also comes with 2 El Cheapo control pads which mimic the old Nintendo control pads. A 1-year warranty card, which may or may not be any good depending on whether or not the company still exists. And also a very small instruction booklet telling you what functions the buttons will perform inside the game menus. The controllers feel pretty flimsy. Fortunately, the USB ports on the unit will work with pretty much any controller, so you can replace them at need, or use your Xbox controller. Alright, let's see. The AC connects into the game box. HDMI connects into the game box. The joystick connects into the game box. Now hear the words of the Lord. Now the AC connects to the outlet. The HDMI connects into the TV. And I think that's the last step. And I don't know the lyrics. Once you have activated the system, your smart TV will recognize which port you have plugged it into. Select it with your remote, and it will activate. Ooh, swanky. At least they installed a good logo. Yeah, loading. Once loaded, you will see a slick user interface which lets you cycle through all of the different game systems that you can choose from. Each emulator has several hundred games installed. Hitting the Options button will bring up this slick user interface, which will allow you to cycle through different system settings. Let's see if we can turn off that annoying songs in the background. See, front-end music off. Ah, that's better. There's no way those tunes would get annoying. You also have the option of turning on a screensaver, an in-clock menu, pop-up settings. You can change the carousel animation style as well as the transition between the different sets. You also have the option of changing the controller settings, the game ratio. Smooth games, yeah, I want to try that. I haven't fiddled with all of these settings, and those who are patient and want to have many options to choose from. Well, alright, let's try some of the games now. Sega Genesis. Thank goodness they've installed a jump to letter feature. Let's see if it works. Go to the letter G. Ghouls and Ghosts. Sounds cozy. Let's try that one. Let's see, one player. Cute little opening map. Oh, graveyard. Comfy. A Reaper. I don't want to hang around with those. I know what they're capable of. Let's see. Yes. Shooting them works. Let's see. Whoa. What? Hitting a Reaper. They take your clothes off? Sickos. That's not how you reap. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what happens when you reap. That one works pretty well. Here's one that I remember. Popeye. Let's load this one up. Credit 1. Alright. Pluto proposes to Olive Oil. She rejects him like a jerk. And the game begins. I remember if you stand here, Pluto will wander around and then eventually go down the stairs. Once he hits that bottom step, jump, punch, and down goes the bucket. Haha. Then you grab the spinach, send him flying into the drink. Then you just climb back up and collect hearts. Let's see. Yep, you can't let them sink. Then once you grab them all, you win. Here's another one. A classic Donkey Kong. Some of the sound effects appear to be missing. That's a drag. The footstep sounds are missing as well. That was like half the ambience of the game. As I recall, you just keep climbing. The barrels will give you a chance. Grab the hammer. Now you're indestructible. Your barrels mean nothing to me. And basically you just stand here until the hammer disappears, then jump, and perfect timing. Crawl is another one that I remember. Let's try it out. Elite, well, we'll see about that. Load one up. Focus! Focus! There we are. Hey, come on. Move, you little lump. There's something wrong with the controls on this one. Oh, boulder. Let's load up Sinistar. Run, coward. Come on. Huh. that one wouldn't load at all. Obviously there are some issues. Let's try PacMan. Whoa. The aspect ratio is a bit off on this one. It's squashed. But it seems to handle normally otherwise. Ah, how the tables have turned! Die, ghosts, die. Oh, wait. You can't die. Cherry. Aha, stupid ghosts can't catch me. Delicious ectoplasm. Ha ha ha. Deflated. I'm told it happens to every Pac-Man once in their life. Let's try Gorf. Ooh. Reverse aspect ratio problem here. It's squished. This one had 4 different phases, if I remember right. One a blatant ripoff of Space Invaders. But at least it had more color. Pow, pow, pew pew, bang bang. Ooh, not me. We'll pay dearly for this. Aha, take that. Zap, zap. Aha, aha. Pew. Last one. I win. Phase 2 was laser attack. Crazy lasers. Pew, pew. Got you. Aha. Not many of you left, are there? You will perish by my hand. Pew-pew. Pew-pew. Oh. Berserk. I remember this one too. Intruder alert. What the... the robot noises aren't working. Jeesh. There's no ambiance anymore. The robots insulting you was half the fun. Here's a classic arcade game, The Simpsons. Starts off with the usual pointless introductions, flimsy premise, and then you're in downtown Springfield and everyone abandons you. Well, for some reason they only let you pick Marge at the outset. I wish it was Homer. He's funnier. Basically, what you do is you wander around clobbering the same person who has clones everywhere. There's the obligatory boss battle. The big bruiser who jumps down and drops his pants. And then you just clobber him with your vacuum cleaner until he stops getting up. Here's one from the old system ColecoVision. Smurf Rescue, they actually had that. Basically, you just walk across the screen. Apparently, fences kill Smurfs. Gargamel should have just put fences all around the forest. And basically, you just cross the screen until you reach an obstacle and hop over it. That's the essence of the challenge. Not much imagination seems to have gone into the gameplay, but the ColecoVision, their niche was that their games looked better because the graphic resolution was slightly higher. Once you're inside the castle, there aren't any obstacles at all, at least not on the lower difficulties. Ooh, let's see how this Smurf deals with my face. He dies. Doesn't take much to kill Smurfs, maybe that's the reason why Smurfette looks so disappointed. The Nintendo system, one of the Legend of Zelda games. Looks like the translation for the captions is as bad as any game ever. Don't leave. That wouldn't make this much of a game. Basically, this guy just wakes you up in the middle of the night, gives you a quest, and expects you to follow it. So you wander around your room trying to pick up things and fail miserably. Well, let's go outside. Look at these clowns. What is this one doing? Let's see, Game Boy. Here's one you kiddies may remember. Pokmon. Yeah, don't know, don't care, Professor. This world is inhabited by creatures called Pokemon. Duh. What's my name? You want to know my name? D-E-A-T-H. So my name is Death, yes. Been my rival since I was a baby, what the... Let's see, who is my rival's name? I know. L-I-F-E. Life. Yes! Dreams and adventures await me. I can have those without Pokemon, but I'll play anyway. Supposedly all the game data is available for free online from various dodgy sources, and there are also free emulators that will let you play them, meaning that buying this unit isn't really necessary if you are willing to do all the work of hunting down the games you want. The makers of the Sumosys have simply done all the work for you and compacted it all into one handy unit, along with a single core user interface. After the weird experience of finding this thing and the subsequent doubts about the company after buying it, I must say that it seems to deliver what it promises. Despite the tiny size, the Sumosys unit does indeed come packed with thousands of classic video games, whether you liked the coin-operated Atari VHS, ColecoVision, Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Game Boy, or other obscure home console systems, this little widget has you covered. In some ways it's depressing to know that all those games used to be state-of-the-art and took up enormous space and hardware. Entire arcade buildings with heavy cabinets used to be devoted to containing these games. Now they all fit into one little box about the size of a bar of soap. Positives are that this unit is light and compact. You can take it almost anywhere. It is easy to set up. The games look smooth and vibrant on a smart TV or a computer monitor. The user interface is fairly intuitive and navigable, with plenty of options to tweak. There is the ability to update the firmware through internet access, and of course, you really do have a huge variety of games to choose from. You could literally veg out for years. Negatives are that it feels delicate. I'm not sure how it will hold up over time. It's so light that the mere weight of the cables could pull the unit off any table or desk if you're not careful. One sharp impact could probably shatter this thing, so exercise caution. Scrolling through all the games can take a while, even with the alphabetic jump. They don't include any instructions on how to play the games. You will have to puzzle out the gameplay for yourself with each one. But that is what the internet is for. And after all, how could you possibly include nearly 20,000 different manuals? The included manual only covers some basic navigation of the user interface. A small fraction of the games won't load, but there is no denying that you get a lot of bang for your buck with this little wonder. If you're a fan of classic video games, or just want to take a stroll down nostalgia lane, then this is definitely worth a look, if you can find it. The Sumosys Model 700 earns 9 out of 10 deaths. Now to play the most advanced video game ever made.
If you refuse me, honey, you lose me, then you'll be left alone. Oh, baby, tell them all, and tell me I'm your own.